Hey guys, Greg with LoanBidz. Just want to give a June update. We were able to close 113 loans in June for just over $20 million. And our year-over-year growth there was 18%. I actually think that gives some good insight into the industry. I think our borrowers are feeling good, they're finding deals, and the private lending industry is still feeling really good about what's going on as well. So they're able to fuel a lot of that activity. We are seeing June compared to May that our pipeline grew another 13% as well. I will say that that gives us, if we look forward a little bit, gives us a little bit of concern that closing timelines will slow just a little bit because I think our lenders will start feeling that increased volume. Our average days to close from application to funding was 34 days overall. That's all of our loans all together, fix and flip and DSCR. There's some slow loans in there with some problems. That's all baked in there. That's actually down from 38 days on average in May. Just interesting fact, our fastest closing in May was 8 calendar days. Pretty quick there. My forecast for July is that we'd be really happy to hold the 34-day average closing. I wouldn't be super surprised if we saw the closing timeline go up just a little bit with the increased loan volume. Let's just talk about lenders overall a little bit. We're still seeing that most of our DSCR loans are aggregating to 3 DSCR lenders. The reason behind that is those folks are winning on rate, leverage, and fee, and their underwriting is pretty reasonable. They're able to solve a few key problems, and so all of the DSCR loans are going to one of those 3 places. For fix and flip, we're still seeing this is all over the place. Every deal is unique and they need unique solutions, and all of the fix and flip lenders have their own unique niche, so we're seeing really diverse placements there. Couple things that we've learned from our lenders this month. Seeing that treasuries have been pretty stable really for the last 3 months, which has caused credit spreads to tighten a little bit. That's good news, but just some foreshadowing. The treasuries are starting to move a little bit, so we'll see what that volatility brings to the table in July and forward. Expect the rate shifts to happen. We're already seeing that in the first couple days of July, but the demand for private lending is still sky high, so we think that the spreads shouldn't blow out too much. A couple program updates that we found are pretty interesting that we used a lot in June and think that we'll use a little bit more in July. We've got a down payment as collateral program for the rehab loan side of the BRRRR cycle. Our account executives are finding this really useful because it increases the loan amount that they're able to get for the DSCR takeout loan, which is really powerful for our borrowers when they're trying to take that BRRRR strategy full cycle and lock in that 30-year financing. And then we have negotiated a loan, we call it the LoanBidz special. It's a rehab loan program that we created in partnership with one of our lenders. It's got high leverage, low rates, low fees, and the experience requirements to get the relative leverage is pretty low and easy to qualify for. So a couple projections for rates. DSCR rates are relatively stable. We've seen a 1/8 to a quarter drop early in July. We'll see if that holds. Just keep your eyes on the treasuries, primarily the 5-year treasury, and just a couple things that'll influence that. I think we've got some potentially big tariff news showing up on July 9th. So we'll see what comes with that. Fed meeting on the 29th, and then a bunch of economic reports coming out in between there. We've got CPI, PPI, and jobs report, all of which in the context of an expected Fed rate change could cause a lot of volatility in the treasury. So keep your eye on that. Tip of the month, the fastest funded borrowers in June had their docs ready to go before applying. They know that speed gets them the leverage that they need. And our borrowers that had the best experience had all of that stuff ready to go. If you don't know what that is, ask one of the account executives in our shop. They'll square you away so that you can be a nice prepared borrower and have a pretty easy loan process. And we'll look forward to giving you an update in July. Thanks.